Hello, guys, and we're back for another week of tarot. I hope everyone had a great week. I hope that my reading resonated with you. I got some really good cards here, guys. We're just going to start with, of course, we're going to start with the tarot, of course, regular tarot. And then I bought this a long time ago, but we will end with that. We are going to get some clarity through the Cozy Witch tarot, of course. Thank you, the Good Witch. If anyone, her links are in the description field. If you'd like to follow her, she does really great. I love her well, I should say weeks. It's every 2 weeks or something. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. If I click on and off, it's because I have to cough or something. I don't want to go on mute because that just takes up more time. So anyway, the Good Witch, if you get a chance, her links are in the description field. Please, please, please. I love this reader. She really does great work, especially I found myself saying some of the stuff that she says in her dailies, like once we get a certain amount of money, we're out of here. I do not like where I live anymore. They're just very strict. Okay. So I found myself like saying exactly this kind of stuff she would say in like a daily reading. She does 2 weeks reading. In fact, I'm hoping that her reading comes true because I'm still manifesting. But I'm doing it every day. So I'm visualizing every day. I'm, meditating every day. I found something off of YouTube. It's just like a quantum leap jump. So basically getting to another timeline. If you are a reader yourself and you would like to be in my description field, leave a comment down in the comment field. Also, if you could, please look at Dragon Rose. She is very dear. Her and I think she's a witch. So I think she's Wiccan or pagan. If Dragon Rose ever sees this, blessed be to you. I really love her readings too. She really gets to the crux of how I feel about things. And of course, she even sort of kind of picked up on my soulmate twin flame, who is, trust me when I say he is totally crazy about me. Like he worships the ground I walk on. But he's very sweet and I treat him like a king. He treats me like a queen. So, I'm more looking for the financial side of things. Another reader I wanted to bring up, Baba Jolie guided messages, did really good for me on the financial level. I'm really manifesting and visualizing. So I will try to link her channel down in the description field if you'd like to check her out. I just kind of I go through a bunch of also Steph, because we share the same name. It's Love and Light, I think is her channel. Where is it? Love and Light Tarot. So I'll have their links in the description field. Steph has done some tarot readings that have resonated with me. Some have not. And that's okay. We just keep going. Like I'm a Virgo moon, plus I'm a Gemini rising, but I'm also an Aries Taurus cusp. So I can watch Aries and Taurus, and sometimes they actually do resonate with me. So there was another lady that kind of hit it spot on about my man. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not going to remember her name. Oh, where is it? I just saw it. I swear to you, I just saw it. Where is she? Really, I just saw her. Well, anyway, I'll try to get her information as well. She was very good about how I am manifesting stuff for my man as well. Not just me, but for my man as well. So, and she was kind of like, oh, this is going to happen. I'm like, wow, how did you know what I'm trying to manifest for him? But yeah, she's great too. Sorry. I do have, like I said, I've been just going through a bunch of tarot readings, and what resonates with me, I take, and what doesn't, I just kind of, okay, well, that was a nice try. Just give me a second. So hopefully, when I click on and off, it won't bother you too much. I know the Good Witch, she was saying how she would click off sometimes because she, is still kind of having issues. And I hope that gets resolved for you. I think it has a little bit, but I hope it gets totally resolved for you. Mine is just my allergies and the changing of the seasons. It actually is a lot worse. Like I get used to get really stuffed up and stuff, but I've been, taking vitamin C and also, controlling my allergies via a nasal spray. So like my son and I have like a little bit of the touch of the cough, but nothing too major. So we're as fit as a fiddle as we can be, but we're trying to get, back to where hopefully we don't get sick anymore. All right. So let's get to the reading because I have some great things. This is for all signs and this is for the collective. Excuse me. So the first card I pulled, and you're not going to believe this, is the Magician. So card number 1, if there's an 8, I have card 20 and 13. So 2013, you can do 120, 113, 311, 201. However this resonates with you, you can look up those numbers. But it's creativity, action, power, manifestation, skill, magic, work, self-employment, a smooth talker, having the gift of the gab, which I do, willpower, directing your will, creative visualization, manifesting your desires. This has a lot to do with not just, me, but I'm hoping it also has something to do with you. It sounds like the collective and myself are trying to manifest our desires. And if you are doing what I like, something I'm doing where I'm doing like an everyday meditation and visualization, I just would go ahead and do it. As you can see, he has the infinity symbol above his head. So you have unlimited potential here. Also, go for the gold. Why stop at, if your goal in life is to be a millionaire, why not be a billionaire? Right? You don't have to stop at something. Well, that could be too much money for you, or, that just kind of wasn't your thing. So, I mean, whatever your thing would be, if you want to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire, multi-billionaire, I mean, isn't Jeff Bezos, or not Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk is online to be the first trillionaire. And I mean, look at him, right? Anyway, just want to, manifest your dreams. As you see, there's the tools here on the side. Now, I know this is a smaller picture of the Magician. These are kind of like, you learn tarot, so it helps you to learn it. So it just has some brief words down here, but I'm trying to use my intuition. So just looking at the pictures, you have the tools here. So you have the sword, the wand, the cup, and the pentacle, which means you will have all the tools you need and you will manifest, because you have what you need, which is your mind. Or you could take steps. I always, I always like this card so much because not only does it as a, I am a witch. As a witch, I use certain tools, not just my mind, but in my spell work, I use tools. So, certain tools, do certain things in my spell work, or they symbolize certain things in my spell work. So, and as the Magician holds the wand aloft, it holds it up. He or she holds it up, and he, she, they holds it up. So they could be ready to do a circle. They could be ready to, do pagan magic or Wiccan magic or some kind of magic to commune or to manifest. So the white of the thing she's wearing here, she is wearing is white, so purity. Red for passion, red for um, excitement, passion, lust. So, and you can see all the stuff around them is coming to fruition. So it's bearing fruit. So this tells me via my intuition that whatever you're manifesting will bear fruit. Okay, you will manifest your dreams here. And this week, and like I said, and weeks to come, could be that you are planting those seeds, you're doing what you need to do. And the magician is here to let you know that. So the second one I have is, and you can't make this up, the Page of Wands. So this is good news, courage, optimism, competition, faithfulness, a courageous and energetic young person, sales person, actor, politician, preacher, inspirational speakers, athletes, performers. These are like the people who are the go-getters. They like to talk in front of a crowd. They like to be in front of a crowd. They like to perform in front of a crowd. I would even put professional wrestlers at this point. That's my other channel. If you'd like to check that out, the links are in the description field. But these are this is like a yes. This is enthusiasm. This is you're manifesting the things that are coming will bear fruit. And then, you're being excited about it. So you're being enthused. Like you might have lost your drive because whatever you're stuck in that, you need to manifest, you feel like, you're in a rut or you're bored or whatever. This is like you're using this manifestation to bring back the passion that you once felt. It also could be good news about whatever you're trying to manifest. You're having optimism. So you're courageous, energetic. You could be a young person at heart. We're all young at heart, right? No matter how old you are. And then again, these are the athletes, the performers, professional wrestlers. So this is like getting your passion back, So you're manifesting and getting your passion back. You're getting your enthusiasm back. You're ready to take on, as I am a Taurus, I'm a Taurus sun, excuse me. I'm also an Aries Taurus cusp. And you know what's funny? I just laugh every time because I'm just like in the comments field of every reader when they do Aries or they do Taurus or they do certain things. When they do Aries and Taurus, I'm always like, I'm only here for Aries because one, I'm an Aries Taurus cusp. And two, my my man, and I'm not making this up, my man is an Aries sun and a Taurus rising. So no wonder we're so well, matched, because I am an Aries Taurus. He is an Aries Taurus. My moon sign is Virgo. His is Cancer. So his is the Cancer. And then, I'm a Gemini rising. He is a Taurus rising. So we are very well matched, very well matched. So, and the number one here, that may mean something, numerology, if you're into that. Oops. So we have enthusiasm. So you're manifesting, you're getting your enthusiasm back. Remember that even if your manifestations are not present, remember to be a little optimistic. Okay, so there's time. It takes time. The Baba Jolie guided messages. She was telling me, telling Taurus, not just me, but telling all of us Tauruses that, and I'm a Taurus sun, by the way, but I was born on that Aries Taurus cusp. And you know what's funny is my dad's an Aries and my mom's a Taurus. Yeah, I know, figured that one out. I'm right in the middle. But she was saying how, there has to be someone who, if you're looking for a position or something, or, you're looking for something, you're looking for love, whatever it is you're looking for, someone has to leave, or you have to leave. If it's a career, someone has to leave that position so that you can get into it. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So the next one, and I am going to have to cover this because the people are a little naked, but it is the judgment card. So number 20. So that's what I was saying, like, 120, maybe 201, something like that. So the judgment, awaken, renewal, composure, decisiveness, homesickness, snap judgments, uh, forgiveness, final reckoning, a final exam. As you sow, so shall you reap. Mandatory choice that will change life for the better. So what does that mean? My intuition tells me that you are manifesting and you're going to have to make a decision. You're being called up by spirit or whoever you believe, God, angels. If you believe in a goddess and God, blessed be to you. But if you believe in angels, if you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus, someone is calling guardian angels or archangels is what I was thinking. I was thinking archangels, but they wouldn't come out. So somebody is looking out for you and kind of pushing you. So you're getting your enthusiasm back, but you have to be pushed. Like I said, it may be that someone has to leave the position before you can take it. Okay. So don't worry. Don't have too much pessimism, but be optimistic that your dreams and stuff are coming to fruition. Okay. Because you're being called up to judgment. Okay. So again, awakening, you could be spiritually awakening. You could have renewal. You could be meditating and refreshing, resting, napping, sleeping at night. Remember, we all need, they say adults need 6 hours of sleep. Bull. You need 8. Okay. Even my son gets about 8 to 9 hours. And trust me, he is a ball of energy. He's a Scorpio. And I got a tiger by the tails here. But no, judgment tells me that, again, your composure, your decisiveness, snap decisions, snap judgments, a change or a choice. I mean, as you sow, so shall you reap. So you are trying to manifest something into your existence. And again, as you sow, so shall you reap. You are sowing the seeds of this new timeline or whatever you're manifesting, this new higher timeline that you need to be in. You need to release what no longer serves you and go and do what you need to do. A mandatory choice that will change your life for the better. So again, this is a choice that you're going to have to make. Okay. A mandatory choice. Okay. But remember, it's not the divine or it's not spirit and it's not your spirit guides. It's not your angels, your guardian angels, your archangels. It's not them punishing you. They would never do that. Okay. For whatever kind of belief system you believe in, they are not doing that to punish you. They are making you make this mandatory choice to change your life for the better. And again, you've been manifesting, you've been, visualizing, you've been doing the work. So now the reaping comes in. You sown the seeds, and as you sow, so shall you reap. So here we go with you're going to be called up. You're going to be awakened to the fact that you are manifesting your dream life and it's coming to you. And again, they're not doing this to punish you, but it sounds like you're going to have to make a choice. So if you're in a relationship and you want a better relationship and you're trying to, you're visualizing, you're manifesting, and it turns out that you break up with this person, but you wanted this person. Well, it's just spirit, God, Jesus, whoever you believe in, whatever your spirituality is. It's just them saying, look, that person was not good for you. So we're making you make a choice. So we're bringing someone else into your life. If it's about love, it's about career. Again, you may get fired. You may be laid off because spirit or whoever, the divine, has something better for you coming. Because the next card we have, and you can't make this up, is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords gallantly gallops in to save the day. He's ready for a fight. Big change, opportunities, seize the moment, jump in, arrival, departure, assertive, direct, honest, quick wit, warns against impulsive or rash behavior, a strong, assertive, and decisive person, one who gets what he or she wants, he, she, they, for all these readings. Again, big change and opportunities. Here we go. You know, you're manifesting, you are being called up. You're being called up, you're making the decision. Something is, you know, you have to make that decision. It's going to be a mandatory. As you sow, so shall you reap. You reap what you sow. Okay. So if you're sowing the seeds to a decision to change your life for the better, this is it. Big changes, opportunities. Seize the moment. This is kind of like the Fool. I would say, you know, it's begging you to jump in. It wants you to jump into whatever situation you've called this in. You have literally called this in, and you are gallantly, you know, galloping the horse towards your new beginning. So please don't slow down. Because the Knight of Swords, I think, is the fastest knight in the deck. Can someone confirm that for me? So again, jump in, arrival, departure, assertive, direct, honest, quick wit. But don't be impulsive. Don't be rash. Go into it with a full, you know, you're thinking. Swords are always about thinking. So you need clarity going in, because you don't want to be rash. You don't want to make a split decision that could go a different way. Okay. So this is just saying big changes, opportunities, seize the moment. So this tells me whatever you're bringing in is coming to you at a rapid pace. Be ready for it, and go into the pros and cons. Okay. Remember, as you know, you reap what you sow. Isn't that's the nice way to put it? But you reap what you sow. Okay. And also look up 120 or 201. Look up those numbers, because the next card we have is Death. Death is a very misunderstood card in this deck. So spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transitions, sudden or unexpected upheaval, release, cleansing, purging, revitalization, stripping away the worthless matter, a liberation through purging. Death is about rebirth. So something ending abruptly and then new beginnings coming in. This is also transformation. Everybody must fall to death, right? So we have a bishop, mother, and a daughter. But you know, the child doesn't seem worried as much as the mother and the bishop. Children, when they don't approach deaths at certain things, they don't. Sometimes when you hear of like spirit children, they don't even know they're dead. So, but I don't think this means physical death, but she's not, the daughter is not really showing emotion, whereas the mother is. But all will fall to death. Again, it's a transformation. You could be getting rid of thought patterns. Maybe you're working on your psychic abilities. I've done that plenty. I still work on them because I'm trying to perfect them, make them better. So new beginnings, letting go, endings. So you could be letting go, releasing things. I know I am releasing a lot of stuff. Stuff that I haven't thought of in years. I'm just like, please release. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this memory to come up. Release. And you know, my gods and goddesses do. And you know, and this is 13. That's why I was saying, like, when you have 20 and 13, so 2013 goes like that, or 1320. I don't know if those are angel numbers, but you can look them up. Excuse me. Or you could do the 131 or 113. Excuse me. Sorry. So 113 or the 313 or 311. See what those numbers entail. But death is about always transformation. So transformation, something is transforming, whether that's a dream job that you want, a dream lover that you want, a dream house. I know I have a dream house that I want, right? Um, we all have dreams. I would like a new car because my check engine light keeps going on all the time. I hate that. So remember that this is just transformation, whether that's, transferring, you are trans, how do I say this? So you're transforming either spiritually, physically, something in your life is ending, something is beginning. But you need that ending. So like I said, if it's a lover that and they end up leaving you, or you end up leaving them, just remember that you called this in, so it's coming. Spirit and the divine are not punishing you. They are literally bringing whatever you wanted into your life. And if that means you have to leave your partner, you have to leave a job, or you get fired from that job, something else will come in with new beginnings. Okay. So endings and new beginnings. Remember that if you do have to leave a job, you do have to leave a person. And I understand you love this person with all your heart. Trust me. If I was told by spirit or whatever, my gods and goddesses, that I need to leave my soulmate twin flame because he's not really that or whatever, or we're not right for each other, even though we are. Because trust me, the divine has told me many times, this is your soulmate twin flame. Don't ignore it. But if they were telling me that this isn't the relationship you want because it's hard, or, we weren't communicating, or, we were fighting all the time, my guy and I don't fight. We don't fight because there's no reason to. Loving him is as easy as breathing. And I can honestly say that because it feels like that. So this week, it sounds like, and this is for October 20th through the 26th. I hope everyone remembers that. It should be the title. So it'll be the big title here. So the last card I pulled, or actually fell out of the deck, is the Three of Cups. So celebration. Celebrate the fact that you are manifesting your life and it is coming to you. Even if you have loss, you're going to lose a job, or you're going to leave a job because of XYZ, or you have to be on unemployment for a little while, or whatever it is, you had to leave your person, or they left you. Just remember, it's all for the good. So you're going to have celebration. And I would, like, when my ex and I broke up, it was hard on me at first, but I had already found my soulmate twin flame. But I needed to heal from that. I needed to heal from my ex's energy. I needed to heal from what had happened between us, not such good things. So I needed to heal my heart. And my twin flame actually helped me with that, because he's sweet. And like I said, he's a king and I'm his queen. So he always tells me that stuff. I love that stuff. He's always like, you're my queen, and I'm going to treat you like a queen and stuff like that. And he does, trust me. But this is celebration. So, celebrate the whatever, as you reap, so shall you, so as you sow, so shall you reap. You reap what you sow. But now it's time to celebrate. Okay. So I'm thinking, like, at the end of the week, I can see this happening, where, like I said, you are celebrating something. So you're celebrating whatever has come in, and you may get signs and signals. So it may not come in next week or this coming week, but you're celebrating something. Okay. Whether that's you're going out with your girlfriends, going out with your guy friends, going out with friends in general, girls and guys. So celebration, community, joy, festive, socializing, togetherness, happiness, unity, collaboration, support, shared union, pleasure, wedding, engagements, graduation, baby shower, happy times, emotional fulfillment. Again, you have done the work. You are reaping what you sow. You may have loss. Okay. You will heal from that loss. Okay. Whatever ends will come, a new beginning will come, but then celebrate those victories. Okay. Celebrate with your friends, celebrate with your family, your children, if you have any children. Oh, I also want to say that we will clarify the Cozy Witch decks with the um, Wheel of the Year. Thank you, the Good Witch. We also will pull a few of these because I love the ocean. I love going to the ocean. So it's the Ocean Tarot. And then, like I said, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys this. This is probably going to be a very long reading. I'm very sorry. I just want to give you some witchy wisdom. I bought these a long, long time ago. I'm not sure. I think off of Amazon. Yep, off of Amazon. And I mean, I love this deck. I will read a little bit from the book, not too much, but I'll pull a couple and I will pretty much give the synopsis and then just kind of read a little bit. But yeah, we'll get some witchy wisdom. That is an oracle deck. So also, I wanted to bring up the bottom of the deck here. We have some great cards here. So we have the Emperor, which is an Aries, and again, is my soulmate twin flame. He is an Aries, but this could be someone in a this could be someone in a leadership role. Doesn't have to be a man, doesn't have to be, a woman. But it could be like they are a father figure to you. Like I said, he, she, they. So the Emperor, and then we have the Two of Wands, which is two paths, making a decision. Remember, the Judgment was making a mandatory choice. So this could be where you have to make that choice about maybe, I don't know, maybe leaving the Emperor or leaving a job, or maybe you're getting someone in your life, a new love that's, the Emperor could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Stability, structure, protection, authority, ambition, control. Just be a little, you may be leaving this. Someone who likes to control you. I know my ex liked to control me, so that's why I left. Stability, dependability, fatherhood, father figure. Again, this could be mother figure too, but someone of authority. Okay, so someone of authority could be making you make decisions. So you have the Two of Wands here, so making a decision. Two paths, decision, options, planning. Grass is always greener on the other side. Immigration, suddenly leaving, deciding to stay or go, waiting, anticipation, restlessness, detachment, withdrawal, and wanderlust. So it could be that you are making a decision about this Emperor. Okay. So you could be making a snap decision or a mandatory decision to leave or maybe stay with them if you're in a relationship with someone like that. Maybe you want to rethink everything, but then we also have good news because we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So good news in earthly matters, solid beginnings, setting goals, opportunities to increase income, books, negotiations, an open-minded person, student, scholar, one who is willing to learn, someone you can count on. Someone you can count on. So, and we got the Knight of Pentacles and then the Four of Pentacles. These are great cards, guys. So it could be that, leaving this Emperor is a good thing because it brings you a different job that makes you happy. Okay. Maybe this Emperor is cheap, or they are controlling you or telling you what to do, that that you do it your own way, right? Because it brings you like this, perseverance. And then, you're watching your money, you're not spending your money as much, but you're holding on to too much. So you have to kind of let go a little bit, but just like the Two of Wands and the Emperor tells me, like, you're going to make a decision on someone who may be controlling. Maybe you want to stay, maybe you want to go, but you're going to make a choice. Okay. Okay, so I went ahead and shuffled and pulled some cards offline. I'm trying to make these a little shorter. They always end up like longer. But so I asked why the Magician was here. We have what fell out of the deck, the Emperor. Again, we have the Emperor. We had the Emperor here. Okay, so we have the Emperor there. The Sun. And then, of course, we have the Hierophant and Judgment. We have Judgment again. Judgment again. That's double decker, guys. double dipping. But we have the sun, so we have judgment. So um, so we have all the signs say that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are manifesting what is needed in your life, and you are where you're supposed to be. Okay, so that's kind of clarification on why the manifestation is happening. The emperor, again, being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. So you are stepping up and taking responsibility for your life, okay? Because you are a manifester. You are manifesting what you need. The Hierophant, tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Again, these things happen and it could happen non-traditionally, but it's going to come into your life. You just have to be ready for it. Deciding what you want, so she's, thinking, do I want to do this the old fashioned way, or do I want to do this my own way? Do it your own way. And again, you can't make this stuff up, guys. The sun, which is the most positive in our tarot decks, give yourself permission to experience joy because you are manifesting. Because I'm manifesting what I want. I feel joy. I feel nothing but joy in my life. And I hope this brings joy to your life, because when you manifest and it comes into your life, you are going to feel that joy. You're going to feel happy and you're going to be fulfilled. Okay, so I asked, why do we have the Page of Wands here? I got great cards, guys. You can't make this up. So, good luck charm. If nothing else, or if nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. See, here we go. So it's like kind of like manifesting. So number 10, I forgot what that was in the tarot deck. Someone can help me out here, but I don't know. It was the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is destiny, the wheel ever turning. You're manifesting, so your stuff is coming in. The wheel is turning. The good luck charm, it's number 10. Instead of the Wheel of Fortune, it's a good luck charm. So, I mean, you have, you can see she's touching the little, what is that? A little bell. Yeah, it's a little bell around her neck. I wear the key of Hecate as my protection, my good luck charm. Because with Hecate with me, I know that nothing is going to hurt me because she always has her hand on the key to life, and of course, I use it as protection, but again, it is like my good luck charm. I always wear it. I don't like being without it because I kind of feel like I'm not protected spiritually. So, and if you have a cross of, a cross, or if you have a Star of David or whatever you have, that you feel, if you wear something around your neck, you wear a bracelet or whatever with the Star of David or with a cross or whatever of Jesus, and that makes you feel safe, then that is your good luck charm, but it's also your protection. Okay. So be your own good luck charm. And remember that if you don't think anything is going your way, for the Christians, you can pray. For the Jews, you can also pray. For the Wiccans, cast a spell. The Wiccans and pagans out there. If you don't believe in anything, that's fine too. Or if you're not religious, but you just believe in a higher power, the higher power will always help you along the way. Okay. Whatever that higher power is, if it's your higher self, be your good luck charm. And like I said, praying is a form of spell work. So for those who like to pray. And remember, you can have, like I said, the cross or the Star of David, or if you have a medallion of like the Archangel Michael or something, if you have that blessed, it is your good luck charm and it is your protection. Okay. Excuse me. So we have the Empress. The Empress. There is beauty to be found in every experience. Now she has a baby there in her arms. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but she does have a baby in her arms here. And, she's trying to protect her baby. So she has a mask. She might be sick or whatever, not feeling well. She doesn't want to get her baby sick as well. So this is being nurturing. Remember that stop to smell the roses. So remember that you are nurturing what you are manifesting, and it's bringing enthusiasm into your life. It's bringing that passion back. Some of you could be mothers. I'm a mother, and I love nurturing my son. I love, okay, I spoil him, but I spoil him with love and affection. Okay. He is my Buddha, and, my life. And when I have more children, which I do want more children with my soulmate twin flame, when we have that, everyone gets equal love and equal attention. I think that's fair. So the Empress, nurture your manifestations. Remember to, set a little time aside for yourself, and remember to stop and smell the roses. Okay. Also nurture yourself. So we have the King of Wands, which is my soulmate twin flame. King of Wands. So shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. So traditionally, the King of Wands is my soulmate twin flame. Someone very fiery, very passionate. They're a go-getter. They're a father. I don't think we had the King of Wands per se in this deck, but the King of Wands is just there to let you know that you have someone in your corner, or if this is you, again, he, she, they, if this is you, then you're that fiery person, excuse me. You could be in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that, you're a go-getter, you go get the things. So again, with the Page of Wands is, why is the Page of Wands here? Because the Knight of Wands is here. So you have that fiery passion again for whatever you're trying to manifest into your life. Okay. Of course, we have the Five of Swords. You can't be right all of the time. So you have three people going separate ways. Remember that with the judgment, or with death too, things are going to have to, if they have to fall apart, they have to fall apart. They're falling apart for a reason. So if you are not talking to certain people, or you stop talking to certain people, or you leave, it's because that was what Spirit needed to, they needed to get you away from that so that your good beginnings can come in. So what you're manifesting could come in. So if something is ending for you, you can't be right all the time. You could be arguing with someone all the time. And again, it's a good thing that, you're manifesting something else. So this has to end for something else to come in. Okay. But just because you get your passion back and stuff like that, remember that, you can't be right all the time. You have to have some compromise. Okay. All right. So why is Judgment here? I pulled, excuse me, the Lovers. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. So again, you're making a mandatory choice to stay or go. It doesn't have to be about lovers. It can for you if you want to. But remember, Judgment was like a mandatory change that needs to happen. The Lovers is about decision making. Will you or won't you? Will you make the decision or won't you? The choice is yours. The choice is yours to leave or go, to leave that job situation or go. It's up to you to leave that person that no longer serves you, or, stay. I don't know why you would want to stay. I would hope that you would want your manifestation to come. So it's a choice. It's a choice that you have to make. And the Lovers is saying kind of what Judgment is saying. You need to make that choice to stay or go. You weigh the pros and cons. Okay, Knight of Wands. Something you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. The Knight of Wands is usually someone riding in. They're very passionate. They're very fiery. You have to be willing to bend the rules a little. They're a little bold, a little brash, but they don't break the rules. They just kind of bend them a little bit. Again, you will have to break a few eggs to get an omelet. I heard a reader, I don't remember what reader said it. I forgive me if this reader ever sees this, forgive me. But she said you'll have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And you will to because you're manifesting what you need in your life into your life. So yes, you're going to have to break a few eggs. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. You need a voice. Also, the traditional queen has a sword in her hand to cut away what no longer serves you. But don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. You keep on keeping on. Okay, you make that voice higher, and you tell the spirits, or you tell whoever, if it's a situation with like a lover or something, do not give in just because you want that person. Remember that this is for your higher good. So do not lower your voice. Do not give in to temptations. If you need help, get it from a professional. Of course, I'm not a professional, but seek help from a professional if that is what you are in need of. But do not lower your standards. Do not lower your voice for anyone. You stick to your guns. Once you make that decision, you stick to your guns. All right, so Ace of Pentacles, which of course, love it, love it. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. So opportunities are coming. Whatever you're trying to manifest is coming to you. Be ready, because here you're being handed this pentacle. Be ready. You made it. You're going to make that choice. That's why they were here. Okay, so why was the Knight of Swords here? I pulled the Tower. Again, guys, changes and opportunities are going to happen. This could be change of old patterns, old thinking, old beliefs, old everything. Get ready. Things are about to get shaken up. Again, guys, you can't make this up. With the death, Tower is just like death. Only this could have to do with thinking patterns, old belief systems, old foundations. The foundation has to crumble so that you can build the foundation back up. So be ready for things that are going to be shaken up. Be ready for those changes and opportunities that you're manifesting that are coming in. And trust me, I'm a little worried about it. My manifestations seem kind of out of this world, but I want them. That's why I wanted. And yeah, I'm a little worried that when it happens everything's going to change. Everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. So I pulled, this actually fell out of the deck, the Star. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. So your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, things are coming. She's looking at the star. She's looking at her hopes and at her dreams, and she's wishing upon a star. I can't, the hope in the future. This is your hopes and dreams, and they're coming to you. You can't make this up. Because you had a Tower moment, you had old things fall away, and you have new beginnings coming in. So the stars, new beginnings, your hopes and dreams coming true. Everything that you need is coming to you. Now, whether that's in the coming week, or if that's a couple of weeks from now, a couple of months from now, in divine timing, it will find you. So I pulled the Page of Cups. Let yourself be continuously surprised by this thing called life. So we have her holding a cup of water near the beach. So Page of Cups is usually someone who brings good news about, emotions. They're very emotional. They wear their hearts on their sleeves. Let yourself be continuously surprised by this thing called life. So keep on keeping on. I can't stress this enough, guys. Yeah, you're going to be emotional if things don't come, as fast as you want them to. But there is always, always, always something that's going to come and give you that little confirmation. But also remember that you're going to be emotional. Like I said, she's at the beach. I love the beach, guys. I wish I was at the beach right now. So let yourself be continuously surprised by this thing called life. Always thinking, always learning. You are, always, you're going to be surprised always in your life. And whether that's good or bad, good and bad surprises will come and some will go, but some will be good and some will be bad. But always, always, always keep going and keep moving forward. So Four of Swords, why aren't you resting? Remember to take care of you. If this is rest and rejuvenation, you may need more sleep. You need to rest. You need to rejuvenate yourself. You need to meditate. I meditate every day, like I said, and I visualize my whatever I want to manifest in my life. That's what I am resting. That is what I am rejuvenating, because I do get tired at work and it can be exhausting sometimes. So I do tend to take a nap. Unfortunately, my son will come in the room and, wake me up, but that's okay. I'd rather him wake me up because he is my joy. But remember that you need time to rest and rejuvenate. So think of yourself sometimes, nurture yourself. All right. So I asked, why is death here? I have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is about loss. Look, she's looking at these 3 cups that fell over, but she doesn't see these cups behind her. So these spilt, and she's grieving that loss. Like I said, something has to come to an end. Okay, you are calling this into yourself. So you're calling this in. Something has to end. And this is going to be a really long reading. I'm sorry. Something must end. You can grieve, heal from this loss. Heal from it. But remember that you still have 2 cups back here. So you still have new beginnings coming in for you, even though something is ending. Mourn that loss. Do the healing. Go into hermit mode if you have to for a little while, just to heal. You have a right to rest and to heal, okay, from whatever, whether that be job loss or that would be, leaving someone or someone leaves you. You need that time to heal, okay? Heal yourself. So the next thing I love this, the witch is in. It's the Queen of Pentacles, which is me. I am the Queen of Pentacles because I am a Taurus sun, technically, but I am also a Aries Taurus cusp. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. Again, this goes back to my my intuitional feeling of you may be settling for less. Never settle for less. I think the greatest advice anyone can give you is never settle for less. Go for the goal. Go for the highest thing you can think of, whether that's you want to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire. Go all out. Who says you can't be these things? Certainly not anyone like my statue. Maybe some rich people, but they can themselves. You do you. If you want to be a billionaire, there is no reason why you can't go for it all. You can have it all. You deserve it. You do you. Forget about everybody else. They don't matter. Okay? This is what you want, what you can see and manifest in your life. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. Okay? Do not settle for less. That's the best advice any reader can give you is do not settle for less. I have the Ace of Wands here. Don't you see how your passion makes you glow? New opportunities, new passions, new hobbies, new things are coming out for you. You are manifesting this. This is coming into your life. Do not sacrifice. You can have it all. Do not settle for second best or just settle for less. Do not do that. Because again, don't you see how your passion makes you glow? When you are passionate about something, I'm very passionate about tarot. I really wanted to do this channel. I was like, well, I don't really have the money to promote, but I was thinking if I could, maybe talk about some other readers that I watch, maybe get promotion that way. Maybe I can get promotion through, X or Twitter, and, get it that way. Because I want to reach more people, and I'm hoping this is resonating with you. I'm sorry that it's taking so long. I just have so many decks to get through. But the last one I pulled for this is what's the saying? Teamwork makes the spell work. So it's 3 of Pentacles. Remember that you have your soul family with you. You have your family. You have your friends. If you don't have anyone, there is someone who is supporting you. You always have your soul team. Even if you are by yourself, you don't have a family and you don't have any friends. You have you have the soul team with you. They are with you 24/7. And a collaboration between friends is great. A coven. I'm a part of a coven. Our collaborations, we always try to stick up for each other and look out for each other and do spell work together so that we can prop each other up. The reason for a coven should always be, or like you go to church, other people will pray for you. It's the same thing, just different, ideologies. But I mean, it's the same thing when someone has a prayer group. Oh, we'll pray for you because you have some kind of ailment or you have a test that you want to pass. So you want to ask for, to pass that test. It's the same thing here. You have your support system with you, and one head is better, or two heads are better than one, three heads are better than two. So collaborate and get your support system in there because that's why they're there. Okay, so I asked, why is the Three of Cups here? So the Three of Cups, this one actually fell out of the deck. It's Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. So this is where you have to do the work. You have to meditate. You have to visualize. You have to do it every day until you start, until your life happens, whatever you're trying to manifest actually comes into fruition. So remember, Eight of Pentacles is about hard work. Remember, no one's going to come and do it for you. You have to do it. You have to put in that work. You have to do the meditations, you have to do the visualizations. If you want and you also have to do the physical part. If you're looking for a job, you have to apply. You can't just, oh, please let a job fall in my lap. It doesn't work like that, guys. You have to work for it. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Having it all looks different to everyone. Again, your 10 of Pentacles looks different than my 10 of Pentacles. So you could be manifesting a new job with, a lot of money. I could be, good health, maybe lose some weight. I could lose a little weight, and I'm trying to. I definitely am exercising and, trying to eat not less, but like eat right and, more fruits and vegetables in my diet because, that really helps, but it also keeps me healthy. I had grapes today at work. So, a little fruits and vegetables here and there throughout my day definitely help me not only lose weight, but also be healthy and, so I don't get sick as much, because like I said, we have a touch of the cough, but I mean, it's the changing of the seasons. So, but again, everyone's 10 of Pentacles looks different. So again, you could be looking for that job, that love, and you will find it. Just remember that your 10 of Pentacles is different than my 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So whatever we're manifesting, we're definitely going to, it's going to be different. All right. The moon. Taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. But also remember, the moon is about, could be about your shadow self, or I don't know what the Christians call it, but it's like the side of you that you don't, show the world. And don't fear your shadow self. Do not fear your shadow self, as it's not there to harm you. But this is stuff that's hidden. The moon is about stuff that is hidden from you that you may not see. So taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. So again, this could do with your shadow self. For Wiccans and pagans, we can call to Hecate. She's very good with the shadow self. Any of the dark goddesses can help you with the shadow self. You can definitely pray to God or Jesus to help you with your the side you don't show everybody, the hidden side. Your demons, I guess they would call them. So just remember that something could be hidden from you, or you need to work on yourself. You need to heal from a departure of a relationship. You need to mourn that relationship for what it could have been, but you need to heal. Okay. And then, of course, we have the Fool. So take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. This is just telling you, again, be ready to take that next step. Okay. Be ready to, jump into that new job. Be ready to jump into that new relationship. Once you have healed, Remember, the moon is about self-reflection and hidden stuff. Could be shadow self. Remember that you need to work on, you need to heal. You need to work on you, and you need to heal. Okay. Okay, guys. So here we go with, we're going to clarify a little more with the Wheel of the Year. Like I said, I don't do reversals, but I will have to hide one of these because she is kind of naked on top. And I know from other readers that they're kind of cracking down on that on YouTube. So, but the first one I pulled was the Ace of Swords. So we have clarity here. So I asked, like, why was the Sun here? Why was the Hierophant here? Because clarity. We need clarity on what you're trying to manifest here, how you're going to get it. Of course, we have the Lovers again, choice, and the other one is the Empress, but I have to hide her. So we have the Empress again, and we have choices. We have choices, nurturing, sowing the seeds that you're going to do. Also nurturing yourself. The Empress is about nurturing yourself, nurturing children. So as you are coming of, these choices are coming into your life. All this stuff is coming into your life. Your manifestations and stuff are coming. Remember to nurture yourself, and remember that you have to live in the here and now as well until that comes into your life. Okay. So for why is the Five of Swords and the, was this Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands, the Empress. Again, we had the Empress again. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So again, we have the Queen of Swords, cutting away what no longer serves you. The King of Cups could be a new love. So the new King of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve. He's a mirror image of you. And then the King of Pentacles, he could be stable. This new he, she, they. This person could be stable in their money, and they could wear their heart on their sleeve. Again, cut away what no longer serves you so that you can get ready for the new partnership, relationship. It doesn't have to be a new lover. Could be a new partnership, a new business, a new job. But you have to cut away. Remember, cut away what no longer serves you. So I asked, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? And we're just kind of verifying the Cozy Witch. So I got the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is about like protection. So be careful of other people's beliefs. They could try to put you down. And then you feel like you have to defend yourself. You don't have to listen to them. This is you. This is all about what you want. And people, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, when pigs fly, right? That'll happen when pigs fly. You keep going. You keep going on. Keep going. Don't listen to those people. We have the Queen of Wands. She's waiting for, the Good Witch will always interpret this one pretty cool. So she's waiting on information. So you're waiting on information to come in, or like a sign or a signal that your stuff is being manifested. Keep going on. Keep on keeping on. Keep moving forwards. You're going to find that sign. You're going to get that confirmation. You're going to get that sign, whether it's, the sign is now because you're in this reading, because I picked the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about victory. You get your success. You get your victory. You get what you want. Six of Wands, you get what you want. You get your victory. Okay, so clarifying those other cards for, the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Star. I asked why they were here. And I got the Four of Swords. Again, the Four of Swords and the Four of Swords. Two of a kind there. So again, it's talking about you need to keep on with the meditation, the visualization. You need rest. You need to heal. You need to do all this stuff. This animal is hibernating. I think it's a beaver. Is it a beaver? No. Probably like a groundhog or something. But remember that certain animals in the wintertime, they hibernate. So that's what you need to do. You need to do a little hibernation, a little self-work on yourself. You need to take care of yourself and nurture yourself. That's what the Empress was there for. So we have the Two of Cups. Again, this could be new romance. This could be new partnerships. This could be a new job. It doesn't necessarily have to be about two people. in love or romance. It just could be, two friends, whatever. So it looks like, whatever you're trying to manifest will come. Okay. Because we also have the Two of Wands. So you are planting your seeds. So see how they're planting, and the seeds are starting to, bud out. They're starting to become buds, become plants, become flowers, whatever they're trying to plant, but they're planting the seeds now so that their partnership or new beginnings are coming in. So be prepared for that. Okay, so more clarification. We have the King of Pentacles. I think that was kind of new. So the King of Pentacles. No, I think we had the King of Pentacles somewhere. We had the Knight of Pentacles over here, not the King. Sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. Same thing. It's coming slowly, but it's coming. This is a stable person, cares about their wealth. They have a steady job. They have their head right, I guess you could say. So the Eight of Swords usually is about, you don't be trapped thinking this isn't going to happen. I know I have a lot of trouble with this. If you need to meditate and talk to Spirit, talk to Jesus, talk to God, talk to your angels, because the Hermit is here to say, you know what? If you meditate, Spirit will give you some kind of sign or signal. You don't have to feel trapped. I know sometimes I feel trapped if I, because my dreams seem too good to be true, right? So I always say, oh, well, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But, go within, become that hermit, make sure you meditate, make sure you heal. Like I said, and the death is literally stuff falling away, and the Tower too. The Tower will let stuff fall away. So old thinking patterns, such as, what I'm sometimes do to myself, I self-sabotage a little bit, but it's because I want that manifestation right now. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Remember to keep on the fight. Don't listen to these people. It looks like this person is walking away, but like he's walking, but then there's people are kind of like behind him, but they're taking their time. So again, this may take some time for it to manifest, but keep going on, keep moving forward. Don't drop those swords, because you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands. So again, you have the Ace of Wands again. I think the Ace of Wands was over here somewhere also. So in the Cozy Witch deck. So again, do not give up, because you're right there. You're right there. Spirit is saying you're almost at that finish line. So don't give up, because you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. So your ship's coming in. Your wishes are coming true. Looks like she's looking at the moon, but she's out looking at a shooting star as well. So, wish upon a star is what I keep hearing. The World. So the ending of a cycle and a new cycle starting. So again, the world ever turning. You have the world in your hands. I keep hearing the world in your hands. But also the ending of a cycle. The world is the ending of a cycle. So the ending of something so something else can take its place, because you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is fulfillment. This is, everything you want and more. And you have that too. So you have the Knight of Swords here again. So again, what you reap, so shall you sow. Or what you sow, you shall reap. Okay. Swords are about thinking. Remember that you always need to try to keep a positive mind. I know it's hard, especially in this world, this day and age, but you have temperance. So you have divine timing. Of course, this would show Archangel Michael, but this is a fairy. So she's kind of, taking water and pouring it into cups. Like the divine or the spirit is trying to help you, but it's all about the divine plan or divine planning. It's all about divine time. It's, spiritual time, which is not man-made time. Okay, guys, like I said, this is really long, so I just went ahead and pulled some cards. So to clarify more with the Tarot of the Ocean, or Ocean Tarot, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, you're reaping what you sow. So you're sowing the seeds now. Look, we have a mermaid looking at her treasure. So she's looking at her treasure, and we have some treasure that's spilled out here. So, she could be like, okay, so the treasure's here and it's overflowing, but I'm looking for my rewards. I'm still looking for rewards. Maybe her thing is not treasure. Maybe because if we remember the Little Mermaid, her treasure was anything she found in the human world. So she could be still looking for her treasure, the thing that she is trying to manifest, or she's trying to bring the seeds she's planting for. Treasure may not be her treasure. It may not be something she thinks is worth something. So she's overflowing with pentacles here, but I mean, they are pretty much, she's just kind of like, well, where's my treasure? So then I have judgment again. So this mer guy or mer person, merman, he is calling these other mermaids and they're gathering around him. So again, you're being called up by the divine. This could be the divine calling you to make a decision about your life, telling that you need to move forward, you need to take chances, you need to make decisions. So, I mean, you're being called up by the divine or by spirit guides or angels or whatever. Someone is calling you to make a decision. Okay. So that's judgment. And then the next one I pulled was the Queen of Pentacles. I am the Queen of Pentacles, like I said. So this is the second time we got the Queen of Pentacles. She is a mermaid sitting on her throne. She has a pentacle here in her hand. Taurus this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, I think, is the other earth sign. In the comment field, tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, she's sitting on her throne. She's very calm, collected, cool. She knows that she is the queen, so she acts like it. Maybe you need to start acting like a queen. You have stability. You're very stable. I'm very stable, but ends are meeting, but only so much. I kind of want more. So she's sitting on her throne and she is a stable person. She loves comforts and luxuries. So you see how this is like a throne. It's nice and padded. It's not like a chair, like I'm sitting in a chair. I mean, this chair is padded and it feels nice. It's a gaming chair. I saw it on, Fingerhut, for like $100 or something. So, but anyway, she's in the lap of luxury. She loves luxury. She loves money. She loves, she's stable in herself and in her home. She is the Queen of Pentacles and she's going to act like a queen. Okay. So act like the queen. All right. So the last one for the Ocean Tarot is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is also my man. He's the king. He's the knight. He, she, they, though. So the Knight of Wands is usually a very fiery, passionate person, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Very bold person. It looks like he has Monterey, not Monterey's, but Stingray. Monterey's, yeah. It looks like he has a Monterey here. Like he has like little like not wings, but like what Monterey's have. He is a knight who is ready to go into action. He's ready to be bold and daring, but he can also be brash. But it also means movement and also means fiery, passionate people. So be that go-getter. I'm a Aries Taurus cusp, so I have fire in my chart. So I can be very fiery and passionate when I want to be, but go after that. Just don't sit around. Just like the Good Witch says, opportunities and stuff is not just going to fall from the sky and fall in your lap. It doesn't happen like that. So you need to get out there and be bold and be daring. Okay. So I did pull some after tarot. So the first after tarot I have is the Eight of Swords. Now look, he's pulling these swords away and he's going to untie her and take the blindfold off. Someone is going to show you that you are not trapped. You are going to get signs and signals that you are not trapped in this world, that, you know, what you are manifesting is coming to you. So he's taking away her blindfolds and the swords around her so she doesn't feel trapped anymore. And he's going to say, hey, you're not trapped. You are not trapped. You see this over here? You're not trapped. This is your new world now. Okay. So the second one I pulled is a Page of Wands. It looks like he's walking away. You see how there's a person standing here and he's kind of walking away. His head is kind of down. You know, it's almost like he lost his passion a little bit. You may feel like while you're waiting for this stuff to manifest, you may feel like you lost your passion, like you lost your need for this. Remember that your passion is always there. You know, put your head up and have your head out high. And remember to always care about yourself. You know, he's walking. It's almost like he's walking with this wand, like, you know, it just didn't work out. Things are not going to work out. Okay, maybe this is it looks like a woman, and this looks like a gentleman. So again, roles can be reversed, he, she, they. But he's walking away from her. Maybe he's walking away from a passionate love. You know, he could be walking away from, there's barrels of hay around here. He could be walking away and not wanting to tend to the land. You know, we're not sure exactly what he's walking away from, but he has his head down and he doesn't look too happy. Okay. So it could be that you've lost your passion, or you think that you have lost it because this isn't manifesting for you. It will. Okay. Try to keep your head up. Okay. And walk back to this person, or walk back to, you know, whatever passion. Maybe you don't have this, maybe tending to the land or being a farmer is not your passion. So you're walking away. It could be that you're walking away to go find it. So maybe you need to walk away from this person. So both sides of the coin. Maybe you've lost your passion, but maybe you have a different passion. So you need to walk away from this person to get your passion back. Okay. So that's one thing. Okay. So the next card I pulled was the Five of Pentacles. Now, again, these people are out in the cold. They feel left out in the cold. They, you know, this could be that they're impoverished, or they're impoverished, excuse me, not impoverished, but they're impoverished. And then this woman is picking up her bags and she's like, I'm not going to stay out in the cold. This needs to be you. Remember that even if you feel like this, like ends are not meeting, or you're trying to make ends meet, remember that you need to pick yourself up and get yourself out of that cold. So again, keep manifesting, keep on keeping on. That's all I can say with that. So this is, I'm going to have to cover this one too, but it is the devil. Now, in my spiritual work, there is no devil. The demons are within us. So usually the devil card means, you know, addictions. It could be that you feel like you are trapped in a bird cage, but you will be released. Okay. So this is after. So you are already been released. Okay. Whatever is holding you down is letting go. It's letting you go. It's letting you come out, spring out. You're no longer in that bird cage. You are no longer held down. This could be you getting over addiction. You're getting over things that you know that no longer serve you anymore, that held you down. Just remember that this is the after tarot. So again, you are free to do as you wish. You do not have to, you shouldn't be feeling held down anymore. Now the sky's the limit. And remember, don't let people hold you down. Don't let people limit your beliefs or limit your things. Okay. Your dreams and aspirations are yours alone. And no one else gets to tell you, well, that's not going to come true. Yes, it will. But you have to believe it. Okay. So I pulled some witchy stuff. It's witchy wisdom. So I have this hex or banishment. Now, this is not what it sounds like. Okay. This is just the oracle card about wisdom. So it has like a finger pointed like this. So banishment in our spiritual realm, it just means out, out with negativity, out with negative people, out with things that no longer serve us. Okay, so so a hex is not what you think. So please don't panic. For those who don't know about Wiccan and paganism, I ask you humbly to go to the Whispers of the Craft, which is in my description field, and learn about Wiccan paganism. We do, as witches, Wiccans, pagans, Wiccans, pagans, witches, male witches. We do not hex. Okay, that is a Hollywood myth. The hexing is really banishment. So we are banishing negativity, negative thoughts, negative people, negative entities, spirits, negative, anything negative in your life. This is where you would take your banishment and say, out with you, out with you. This is why we have, and I'm going to do a episode on Whispers of the Craft about the broom or besom. In a witch's world, a witch's tool, I guess you could say, the broom is symbolic. We don't silhouette to the moon. Although I'd like to do that, actually. I'd like to ride a broom. That actually would be fun. But remember, Harry Potter's not real. Harry Potter is not real. Okay. That's not how witches are. So you can see a finger, like I said, pointing, and there's like a little pentagram ring that they're wearing, and it's like this. So it doesn't mean we're going to hex you and bad things are going to happen to you. It just means banishment. So for the one of the witchy, what is this? Witch? I forgot what it's called. Witch's Wisdom. Sorry. So the first card in Witch's Wisdom, excuse me, is telling you that you need to banish negativity from your life. So anything negative, anything you think that is holding you down from this devil card, right? Oops, sorry. Anything that's holding you down from this devil card needs to be banished. Okay, that's addictions need to be banished. That's negativity. That's negative people need to be out of your life. Need to be banished from your life. So banishment and hex. Again, hex does not mean that we hex you and evil things happen to you. Again, in the pagan and Wiccan world, trust me, the devil doesn't exist. So it's saying to banish all the negativity in your life. So the negative thoughts, the negative people, the negative stuff that people may say about you, gossiping and all that, just let that out. Let it, if you have to, like imagine a broom, you are brooming your floor. Okay. You're cleaning your floor with a broom, and push that negativity, or you're pushing the dust out, pushing the dust and the dirt out of your door. So out your front door. That's what this means. You're banishing that negativity and you're sweeping it out the door. Just imagine in your head. You don't have to do it. You can do it if you want to. One day when you're brooming up your floor, because you know your kid spilled something. Trust me, my son spills a lot of stuff. I have cats, so all three of my cats are really dirty. They like to take their food out and kind of like put it on the floor and play with it. And I'm like, I think you should eat it off the floor then, because I'm tired of brooming it up. Same concept. Banish that negativity from your life. You can do this in your head or you can do it physically. You can see yourself sweeping the floor and then sweeping it instead of into a dustpan and putting it in the trash can. You sweep it out your front door. This is how people in my spiritual place, this is what we used to do with negativity. So we used to banish it out the front door. Where was the book? I had a book. There it is. All right. So the book, really quick. Again, I'm gonna do very little reading here. High Priestess. Okay, here we go. So hex comes as a warning sign for you to be wary of unwanted energies. Again, unwanted energies, negative energies. You need to banish them from your life. That are being directed your way, whether you have felt drained or late, drained of late, or have experienced a prickly feeling. You can be sure that when Hex turns up, you have some vital banishing to do. Be sure to check in with your feelings so that you can determine what or who is sucking the life force out of you or directing negative energy your way. Do not be fearful. Instead, be strong and turn any negativity into positive personal power. This is the time for you to stand and to say no more. Look more deeply into situations and don't take so much on face value. Tread carefully and keep watch for enemies who lurk in the shadows. Your discernment right now gives you a second sight. So trust your instincts and go for the kill. Hex urges you to release, get rid of, and banish anything that prevents you from walking your true path. You are protected when you heed this omen. Ignore it at peril. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So the next one is staff and stability. So stability. What does that mean to you? That could be money. That could be your home. That could be anything that makes you feel stable. See how he's holding the staff? It's almost like a walking staff to this person. And they're walking, and there's like a mountain here, and they're walking away. Anything that makes you stable here. So your home makes you, your home life, anything that is stable, money, job, anything like that, that is stability to you. You need to be stable in who you are and be stable in yourself. Again, mountains may come and troubles may come, but you need to stay stable in mind, body, and soul. Okay. Your eagerness to get to your destination has caused you to stumble and veer off course. Again, you're so eager to get that manifestation into your life that you're missing the vital points of the stable life. So your life could be in shambles right now because you're trying to get that manifestation into your life. Your lack of focus tipped the balance. You need to be centered and grounded. Calls for stability to accompany you along the rugged terrain. Stability shows you down, reminding you that the experiences you face along the way are what matters. Whether good or challenging, you are in safe hands with the staff as your guide and teacher. Staff will direct you valiantly through unfamiliar territory. Remember, you're using it as a walking stick, so it will help you walk into over rough terrain. You are being redirected to get back on track. So although it may seem like a long, hard struggle and never-ending journey, you are merely being guided via a miscalculated diversion back to your truth pathway. You have come a long way, so please don't give up. Please don't give up on your dreams, your manifestations. You are nearly there now, and with the foundations of stability to walk with you, you couldn't put a foot wrong. Okay, so the last one I have is Rebirth or Yule. So Yule is coming up. It is a witch's December or a witch's Christmas. We call it Yule because it is the death and rebirth of the sun. So it says Yule and rebirth. Okay, usually this is December 21st for most witches, though some witches go from December 21st to the 27th. Yule is a pretty big holiday, though I think Samhain is more our holiday. It's like the end of the year for witches and pagans. So Yule is about rebirth. It is the death of the Oak King and the Holly King and the birth of the Oak King. For those who don't know, like I said, please go to the Whispers of the Craft in the description field if you want to know more. But Yule is about death and rebirth, basically. So the winter comes and the plants will die, but then they will be reborn again come the springtime. You can see that the landscape is white with snow and there's fire here. The fire is the rebirth and the coming of the new springtime. But right now, everything is dead because it is white with snow. Snow is covering it. So Yule, which is, like I said, big on witches and Wiccans. It is the death of the Holly King, I believe. The death of the Holly King and the rebirth of the Oak King. Like the celebrated midsummer sun, it's time to make your ascent. You are growing stronger, and an exalted journey awaits. Yule honors the return of the sun's power, a celebration of its rebirth. Your battle has been won, and you can take your deserved place next to the winning Oak King. Okay, so I always have that backwards. So it's the Holly King, and then the Oak King will pass. You deserve place next to the winning Oak King, who resides supreme at Yule over the Holly King. Oh, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, death of the Holly King. Yeah. Okay, so I was right, but sometimes I get those reversed. Until they meet again at the solstice of the summer. So spruce yourself up. The Yule brings great news of impending rebirth for a new way of life. It's just around the corner. Again, your manifestations. Rebirth can come in many forms, such as heading in a new direction, a promotion, a new job, new perception, empowerment, or enhanced connection with the old ways. Whatever it is you have been asking for comes to pass when Yule arrives. So Yule, again, is December 21st. Some witches or Wiccans or whatever pagans will celebrate from December 21st to the 27th. But this is timing too. So your stuff could manifest in December. So that's when this probably could come to pass. So we could also use that as a timing mechanism, though, again, it's all about divine timing or spiritual timing. So take that as you will. Okay. So be expectant and positive as rebirth accompanies you through to the other side, where you will emerge wiser and stronger than you ever before. So Yule is about death and rebirth. So cutting away what no longer serves you and bringing in what does. Okay, so new beginnings and new everything. All right, guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm sorry this is so long, I know, but I just had so much I wanted to do, so much I wanted to put down. And then, of course, I did actually shuffle beforehand. And I tried to make it, a lot calmer, a lot less time to be used. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. But I really got to get out of here now. I've wasted too much of the time, right? But if you have anything you would like to ask me in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and comment because it helps with the watch hours, because YouTube has changed their watch hours. If you do want a personal reading, unfortunately, I'm not doing them right now because I am a little backlogged right now. I'm working, plus I'm doing my friend's shows, plus I'm doing other shows, 3 other shows. For those who would like to learn more about Wicca and paganism, again, I will be doing something on Samhain, or something for Samhain. I'm going to try to get Sonia Smith on. We're going to try to record something, maybe a seance or something. So that is definitely coming up. So be in the lookout for that, for Whispers of the Craft. If you would like to subscribe to Whispers of the Craft, please do so at the description field down below. It also has my wrestling, if you like pro wrestling, and you like Mr. Perfect, or you like seeing his matches and stuff. I have my Rumble there, and also my YouTube. YouTube will have to be audio only, but you can definitely go on Rumble and see the matches we watch along to. But that's it for me, guys. Again, I hope you liked your reading. If you would like me, I'm going to try to start doing, signs, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I just have been so backlogged lately. But if you do want a personal reading, unfortunately, I'm not doing them right now. But if you'd like to learn more, you can always DM me on X. My Twitter accounts are down there in the description. If you would like to learn more information, like I said, about Wicca Pagan, because you're curious, you can always click on the Whispers of the Craft down in my description below. And I will see you next time for more tarot readings from Mrs. Witchy Perfect's Tarot. So have a great one, guys, and I'll see you next week.